Hey, how's it going, folks? Well, WWE will be having at least two pre-tape matches for their Extreme Rules event, which does happen later this month. The first being a swamp fight between Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. That was reportedly pre-taped this week. And the second will be that eye for an eye match pitting Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. The only way to win is to extract your opponent's eye. And this is how they plan on doing this. According to Dave Meltzer in the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE does plan on using CGI effects to simulate an actual eye being extracted, which will determine the winner of the match. At this point, Rey Mysterio is still working without a contract, and he could sign with another company if he does decide to do so. The report does suspect, though, if Mysterio agrees to a new deal, he might not lose the match, but that would involve Seth Rollins walking around with an eye patch for like a mysterious amount of time, then magically somehow his eye returns. But if Mysterio does not sign a new deal, they could just write him off television until he decides to sign a new deal or go somewhere else. WWE at one point had a storyline where he had the eye infection when Seth Rollins basically hurt his eye on those steel steps, and that was a way to write him off television if they needed to do so. Obviously, they brought him back to continue the storyline with Seth Rollins, but it could be a blow-off as far as if Mysterio does not agree to a new contract, they could extract his eye using that CGI, and then he could be off television until he decides he wants a new deal, or he goes somewhere else, and then he'll magically appear somewhere else, and people will wonder, hey, what about your eye? But right now, as far as his contract goes, he's not under contract with WWE. It did expire. He opted out at 18 months. They originally wanted him for 3 years. He said no. They said 2 years. He said no. 18 months. He did, however, ask for a raise, and Vince McMahon told him no new raises were being offered. He mentioned the fact that wrestlers were being cut off the roster. Mysterio didn't take that reasoning, knowing that WWE is expected to make record profits due to their television deals with Fox and USA. That being said, what do you think of all this? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to DDT that like button and subscribe. Join the notification squad to be notified of new videos. And have a great day.